Wow, what a beautiful, so they really just kind of, all these windows kind of overlook this. They're right there. Look at that. Look at all those fish. Holy cow, it just keeps going and going. And look at that. That's right outside their kitchen sink. Just spectacular. You had to build it up before you can dig in.
Everything was built up, yeah. We had to compact everything. This is an awesome bridge walking over.
Wow, I really like this. That's really, I love it. And there's a dead toad. What? Is that you? Did you do that? It's like a fish skeleton, it looks like. Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. Okay, done with Sean Rosen. Now on to Tom Smith at Garden State Koi. I love my job. What are they?
Onion. And they process all the onions in the valley too. They have a business.
So onion farmers live in the Aquascape lifestyle. Tom Smith, Garden State Koi, and what town are we in?
We're in New Hampton, New York, 60 miles west of New York City.
Is that Tim?
That's Tim.
Oh, you got your team here. All right.
And this is a brand new build at a brand new house that they just, they built a little over a year ago.
Okay, outstanding. All right, and we're gonna go check out another beautiful Aquascape ecosystem water feature.
Jerry is, they're building this new house and they wanted a water feature. And so I come and meet with them and we were just gonna do a bubbling bird bath. That's all we were gonna do.
Started with a bird bath.
And then her husband came on a pond tour. And normally our pond tours are on Saturday, but because of COVID, we had to have the pond tour on Sunday because Rick is normally farming on Saturdays. So because it was on a Sunday, he was able to come.
Just by happenstance.
Darren Tabito, his pond was on our tour. This is 2 years ago. And Rick sat on the ground feeding the koi.
At Darren's house?
Darren's house, got back in the car and said, we need to have a koi pond.
We'll put a link to Darren's pond that we vlogged in here.
Yeah.
And so that's how it started.
Yep. And so our bird bath that we were going to do, which we were planning to build
is
after
now
the tour.
Wow. Sawyer, do you like coming to Grandma's house? Yes or no? Okay, where's the pond? Can you show me the pond? Show it to me. I want you to show me where the pond is.
Let me have the clipper.
Sawyer, do you like the pond? Why? What do you like about it? Are there fish in it? Show me. I want to see. Show me where. Oh, they're right there. Look at that. Look at all those fish. Holy cow, it just keeps going and going. You would think Tom Smith from Garden State Koi would know how to do aquatic plants. What's up with that, Tom?
Something's eating them.
No. Tom, my 22-year-long customer, what's wrong with that plant? Yes. My number one pet peeve is people that literally almost no soil in there. You can see the tuber. The plant is about 1/10 what it should look like because it needs to be repotted. Aren't you a gardener?
I paid for the gold service on the pond.
I built these things.
He's a classic. Wow, this is beautiful. This has been going, how long has this been in? 1 year. Okay. I love this patio around it. And are those Bernie's bridges?
Yep. Yes, it is.
All the way from California. Oh, it goes. It just keeps going. So how old is the house?
Year and a half.
So basically 6 months after you moved in, Timmy moved.
He was working on it while the contractors were here, and we got the fish up in June last year.
Okay. Wow, what a beautiful. So they really just kind of, all these windows kind of overlook this. So your husband went on the pond tour, fell in love with this, and said, we're going to do this. And you were like, okay, or what?
I thought it would be too much work to have fish.
Okay.
Because we have a pond list you'll see next at our office.
Oh, okay. I saw there's something in the front too with the fountain. You have 3 water features.
Yes.
Okay. So how much work has it been since?
It hasn't been at all. The water stays beautifully clean. We love to sit out here and feed them. The kids, this is the youngest of my 3 grandkids. They like swimming in there.
You like swimming in there? You go in with the fish? You got a pretty cool grandma and grandpa, don't you? I love it.
And the fish have survived.
Yes, with some of the easiest animals, and then they become your pets.
Even when my 8-year-old grandson drives the big wheel around the patio and into the pond.
He fell into it, huh?
Oh, no. And then he sits in there and does wheelies and the water spins.
Oh, that's a kid for you. Oh, I would love to see that. That's what he does. So, Tim, you built this.
Yes.
Tom, did you design it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I love the design and this whole patio, which is just incredible. I mean, it just spreads out, and you got the waterfalls on one side and the waterfalls on the other, so you can see it from your great room. And then what is that? The kitchen sink.
Yep.
Oh, wow, look at that. The view from inside the house is so important. And look at that. That's right right outside their kitchen sink. Just spectacular.
One thing you need to check out on this project too is
Yes,
the
sir.
elevation change. When we
Oh,
started
I see a
this
big berm back there.
Yeah, we had to build up almost 10, 12 feet of elevation. This is all built up because it just drops straight off. So when we first came here, the elevation was not here this whole entire
You had to
plane
build it
of
up
land.
before you can dig
Everything
in.
was built up, yeah. We had to compact everything, and then we set in all the levels to build the streams and waterfalls.
Wow,
So,
it is a gorgeous project. It's only 1 year old. Okay, so this makes actually doing dishes not so bad when you look out over that. Wow, that is about as beautiful as it
Plus,
gets.
you hear the sound of the water, which
Yeah, you lift that up. Wow, this is just fantastic.
He has such a vision when he designed this. Like, I had no idea what he was going to do when he showed us the sketch, and then Tim does it, and it's even more mind-blowing.
So I'm going to take you down below because that's the really main important part when we started designing this project. The homeowners wanted to have plenty of patio area as well as something that came right outside the back door. We also had to keep in mind all the views from inside the house. As you can see, when we first got here, the property really dropped off. The homeowners owning an onion farm were able to bring in tons and tons of soil, and we brought in tons and tons of boulders to build this terraced wall back here where Jerry has been spending the last year planting with some annuals. We walked in here and Tom had a design. It was nothing but a blank slate and the land just dropped straight off. And in front of me here was nothing but foundation. We figured out our grades from the patio up above and the steps that we're going to go in, and we started building this retaining wall. After we got all the soil and material in, that's when we were able to start the pond. Considering everything was going to be pretty level and a landscaper was going to come in and do paver walkways and patios, we had to have our elevations really precise here. We also have bridges and stepping stones going over the project, and working with large machines tied up around the house over there where Tom is was a very tricky part. We also wanted to have views from every area, like the waterfall here. As you sit on the patio here, you can enjoy a waterfall view, as well as that waterfall is viewed from inside the windows over there. And then we had these bridges going in, Skyline Bridges out of California, my buddy Bernie. This is an awesome bridge walking over. We also had to keep elevation with stairs coming out of the house there, as well as the covered patio area over here. And then in Tom's design, we also had another way of walking over, which are these beautiful stepping stones, which walks over the wetland. This is actually a bog filtration unit in the midstream, and we also have a signature 6000 up over there. It was really cool trying to keep the elevation in line with the patio right here in front of me, with slight drops falling down into a pond. The patio pitches ever so slightly this way and that way, so as the patio pitches, that's how the water flows. And then right over here in front of me is the intake bay area, and this is where all the debris on the pond skims over, and that's where the Aquascape's pumps are housed.
Are a lot of these fish, do they breed in here?
Yes.
Yeah.
These are babies.
What do you think of the view from inside the house?
Well, I love it, and what an incredible property. Look at all these mountains. The front was her idea.
Yeah, she had these fountains and they're antique and she wanted to do something kind of a water feature. And then again, I had like a little basin that we were going to put them into right actually by the front door. And then they decided on this circular driveway.
So this was your idea over here, huh?
I had the pumps that I got at an auction,
Uh-huh.
and then Tom had the rest of the ideas.
This is pretty cool. Wow, I really like this.
So those are hand-carved horse troughs.
And were those antiques as well?
They're antiques.
Wow, so everything here is an antique, basically. Wait, what is up with the eastern painted turtle that's dead there? What is the deal with that? And there's a dead toad. What? Is that you? Did you do that?
Well, we found this turtle laying upside down on the road when we were driving our gator, and I didn't know if it was alive or dead, so I flipped it over, and then it's been here like 2 months.
And then what
It
about
looks
the
like
toad?
That I found is a flower bed.
I got a skull over here. So you kind of like display, are you a hunter? It's like a fish skeleton, it looks like. Well, this is unique. That's a
First, it's definitely a first for us.
a little rodent. Dude, this is awesome though. So did you have these like in your...
He had the choice.
That is really cool. That is slick. Wow. And then I see the lights in here, so at night this is lit up, huh?
Yep.
That's gotta look beautiful. So did your husband know you were doing this?
Well, yeah, I showed him the sketch and showed him the price.
But this was your idea. His idea was the back, and so you both have your thing. That's really cool. So you just plumb these up. You got aqua blocks down here, Timmy?
It's actually, the whole area is actually aqua blocks.
Okay.
We wanted an oversized basin.
So you can run in the winter.
We actually built the fountain on top of the aqua blocks.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can run it year round,
I would
basically.
say that,
Wow,
yeah.
this is really cool. Look at that. Very neat. So Tom, did you just have this and you decided to incorporate it? Or?
Yeah, we have these seats stocked.
Very neat. Wow, that's really, I love it. You guys like that? Tell me if you like that cattle trough look with these antique fountains. I think that's really cool. I'm not sure about the dead turtle and the toad and the other things, but hey, each their own. Beautiful house and a unique water feature on the turnaround driveway. Hello. Hi, Rick. Nice to meet you. I heard your idea was the backyard. Your wife's idea was the front yard. Nice to meet you. Healthy looking German Shepherd, huh? Beautiful dog.
Went on the pond tour, that's what did it.
You were overfeeding Darren Tobito's fish, I heard.
Yep. Probably.
Yeah, and now you got your own fish that look pretty nice.
Yep.
So everything's good? You enjoy living with the Aquascape ecosystem water feature?
Yep, very much.
Now I have one question for you. You know there's a dead turtle, a dead toad, and a fish skull up there, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It looks real though.
Well, it is real. Very unique. So the dog is almost 6 years old, and she likes to sit here when you're feeding the fish?
Yeah, because she thinks I'm going to throw a ball for her. She sees me throwing fish food and she thinks it's her.
How does she interact with the pond?
She gets a drink out of it.
Does she ever sit in it? And
Yeah, up in the shallower end.
she likes to like lay down on a hot day? Or Sawyer, you having fun? Glad you earned $1. So is this the ritual? Is this where you feed them from?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite fish?
No, but I usually have my glass of red wine. I like the big sparkly ones.
Yeah, that's Jinrin on the koi. So the sparkles is called Jinrin.
Oh.
And that's a butterfly Sanki right there. It started with a fountain and then someone going on a pond tour. We love pond tours because people can actually talk to people that living the aquascape lifestyle and see the #1 complaint people have is they wish they made it bigger. They made this one big enough. And the other thing is that people don't understand. Koi and fish are part of the hobby. They aren't a lot of work, but people don't know that if they've never taken care of it before. This is why I do these vlogs. I want to introduce more people to what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about, and seeing families, generations enjoying living the aquascape lifestyle is what this is all about. I love my job.